We set out to make the world's highest performance tiny house on wheels.
I mean, tiny houses are like unicorns, right? And in 2015, they really were a unicorn.
But do you want to tour my tiny house on
Yes.
wheels? Yes,
I will wait outside for an hour in the rain to come into your tiny house, and they did. When we came up with the idea in 2015, we were also kind of looking for an exit to Chicago. And just kind of starting a new chapter in our lives.
So our life, if you're wondering how this works, we've got the tiny house that we're living in. We're building a house ourselves. We make a television show, which we have to raise all the money for ourselves. We've got the quarantine with the pandemic now. We've relocated to a new state. We're making all new friends and everything.
We've had 2 babies in the last 4 years. So Home Diagnosis is on PBS, which gives us more creative control. Our show is not that HGTV design show. I mean, really, it's a science education show.
Home performance is about dynamics, things that change and flow. To investigate those things, how the house feels, smells, and sounds when it's dynamically working.
It's basically This Old House meets CSI. So in the second season, now that we're here in Atlanta, we're shooting for a more of a like, here's exactly how you do it, because a tiny house on wheels is a little bit strange.
Right. And we don't actually have full numbers because it's public television. But they estimated about 6 million people saw season 1, so we feel really good about it.
34 total cities in 25 states. We would sit for a week in most of them and have open houses every day.
15,000 miles in this tiny house and 7,000 people touring it is great, but it's also just a teeny tiny scratch
Drop
of the
the bucket.
surface. So seeing and feeling is believing. And when people walked into this house and saw that we had 2 cats and a baby, and they couldn't smell it, and they just felt a really good feeling in this home.
Oh, we're paying more attention to detail on the things that are invisible, that a lot of builders are not trained to do, and they're not tuned into the fact that you might want that. So you have to ask for it. You have to have this language, and that's what we're trying to achieve, is give people a new language to ask for things for their house. And living in Chicago, which is a very segregated place, we really wanted to chase the kind of integrated areas of Atlanta. Frankly, this Tri-Cities area is our favorite place in the entire city of Atlanta. We've been around. This is the best place. So we didn't even bother looking on the north side. No offense, north siders, but
2020 has really put a lot of things in perspective, right? This year is something we've never seen. As a mother, when you open up that train, you just constantly feel the creation energy. So I'm like ready to have a third, a fourth, a fifth. It's not gonna happen. Definitely acknowledged that we are a product of our white heritage that chose a lot. And to this day, we still have that choosing confidence. And that is something that has really been an interesting lesson learned.
Especially now.
I've really asked myself in 2020, is this the world that I would want to bring more children into? And it's inspired me, frankly, to want to work harder to make sure that my 2- and 4-year-old has the world and life that I want them to have.